Hey everyone, it's Borg Brain coming back at you with another educational blockchain video. So, today we're going to talk about Polkadot, and specifically how to set up an account with Polkadot. Um, uh, this is for educational purposes only, like all my videos, and I reiterate all the time. Um, it's not financial advice. Do your own research. Be safe. Have fun. And of course, this is for Crypto Society as always. Come find us on Telegram, follow us on Twitter. Go check out our Medium page with our recaps for our AMAs. Uh, there's more stuff coming down the pipe, and please just if you like the content here, just give us a follow because we have a lot more of it, and we have content in multiple places. We're growing, we're very young, but we're ambitious, and yeah, that's about it. Um, Now, before I get into Polkadot, I want to just we gotta backtrack. If you've watched my other videos, you know that I'll kind of meander around and discuss it a little bit more broadly than just the thing I'm doing, uh, because I like to kind of just share a bit of whatever I've found. But then, um, what these videos are about really is each video is showing you how to do like a specific thing inside the blockchain space. All right, that's my main goal here. Is that that they're truly educational videos. So my kind of overall commentary is just this is just my opinion. I'm just an anonymous person on the internet, so like take it always with a grain of salt. All that being said, I'm going to try to, I try to be as transparent and honest as possible, but I can't know everything. The goalposts are changing all the time, and if I'm covering so many different projects, it's and different things, and trying to like I have to learn how to do a bunch of these things before I do it on a video, or like research it and then do it live on the video because the transaction costs are too high to be just like playing around and burning this cost me a lot of money, right? Um, anyway, the point is yeah, if you want to support, I don't know, I was gonna put a tip jar. And now this is a would be a tip jar, not for me, but for CS and for the overall kind of mission. We're just trying to create kind of free content, free advice and stuff in our various channels, and kind of help create community and stuff. So come participate if you want. Give a little donation to the tip jar if you feel like it. But I feel like shaking my cup around. Anyway, that's like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. But point is, let's we want to talk about Polkadot. We got to go back in time. Now this is a big deal project. There's a reason why it's got all the hype around it that it has. This is a real deal project, okay? And I think to for my first kind of Polkadot based video, I think I really do need to sort of start at the beginning. So if you know about blockchain and you're watching this video, the first thing you should know is Bitcoin, and you should know Satoshi Nakamoto, an anonymous person or a group of people or whatever that wrote a white paper on Bitcoin and started the whole thing. So you have that. And then the other thing after that that you should know is you should know Ethereum and Vitalik Buterin. Um, but Ethereum wasn't just Vitalik Buterin, right? And that how this is all going to tie together is with one person, Gavin Wood. All right, so who Gavin Wood is? He was the first CTO, Chief Technical Officer of Ethereum, and he created Solidity, which is like the base layer, language for programming in Ethereum, and he did the yellow paper, which was outlining the EVM, which is the Ethereum Virtual Machine, which is sort of it's like the runtime for smart contracts in Ethereum. So he you know Yes, Vitalik, but you cannot understate Gavin Wood's contributions. Okay? Now, some stuff happened, whatever, and he left Ethereum in 2016. He formed Parity Technologies, which is a private development company, and he went on after that to form the Web3 Foundation. And the Web3 Foundation created Polkadot. So, direct line. Um, Now, I say he created these kind of organizations or helped create them. There's another one he helped create, and this is where I'm going to go left, completely segueing for a second, but it's all going to come together. And this is just kind of I don't know, someone knows something kind of thing. Anyway, so here it is, Grid Singularity. So what is Grid Singularity? Grid Singularity is a green blockchain technology company placing the individual and the environment at the center of the energy market by developing the D3A Energy Exchange Engine and co-founding the Energy Web Foundation. Okay, Grid Singularity co-founded the Energy Web Foundation together with the Rocky Mountain Institute. So if you want to go to gridsingularity.com and you click about if you'd like, and you can click these links. I will say there was a reason why and I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to leave it there. Do with that what you will. So anyway, skipping all this stuff, going down to the team. So Edwald Hess, CEO, and there's a bunch of people here. I'll scroll down really quickly. I'm not going to get into everyone, but the team for Grid Singularity is pretty impressive. And Grid Singularity is kind of like Parity Technologies. It's like a private company that is like a development company that you know does work for other companies. Um, and both of them are kind of like private, sort of almost semi-institutional in a sense. Like they do pretty high-end stuff. But if you come down here and the co-founders, you got Gavin Wood, Grid Singularity. And what did Grid Singularity create? With, what was it, the Rocky Mountain Institute? This is Energy Web. Okay. Anyway, you scroll down, this crazy team. And, yeah, check out Grid Singularity. But Grid Singularity created something before they started working on D3A. It's called AutoBidder. And if you want to know more about AutoBidder, well, maybe you can just go to, like, Tesla's support website. Someone knows something. So yeah, AutoBidder here. AutoBidder provides independent power producers, utilities, and capital partners the ability to autonomously monetize battery assets. AutoBidder is a real-time trading and control platform that provides real-based or value-based asset value-based asset management and portfolio optimization, enabling owners and operators to configure operational strategies that maximize revenue according to their business objectives and risk preferences. Um, Look, AutoBidder. It's like it's algorithms buying and selling energy in batteries in different places. Now that might sound like whatever, but I'm talking about this is like enabling um, Tesla's battery bank wall in South Australia to stop brownouts and find incredible new efficiencies and savings in the energy grid system. So much so that South Australian Power or Grid Authority or whatever have been, you know, like seriously ramping up their battery bank walls. Tesla. Anyway, and the energy web. The energy web. I mean, I don't know. You can look into these things, but there's a reason why I'm linking all this stuff from Ethereum and Energy Web and Tesla and Grid Singularity and Parity Technologies. You know, who's part of the Energy Web, but like who are partners of the Energy Web, right? The Australian Power Grid, you know, Eon. Look, Stead in here. Um, if you're into green tech, I'm just gonna say look into Steadin because that's that's they're doing some special stuff. Right? TEPCO, I mean, right? Shell, who's not on the list? Engie's not on the list. The French giant operating in 30 countries, I believe it is. You know, J was it PG and J? They're not on this list, but they are part of it. Vodafone, Vodafone, they have more cell subscribers, like more cell. There's more people who have cell phones that get their service from Vodafone than any other company in the world. Okay, so just think about all of their cell phone towers and all think about the power consumption and how much like they're tied into the grid. So they've been talking in some European countries of putting all the Vodafone, every single cell tower to have a solar cell in it and a battery bank. Like you're thinking, oh, they care about green technology, but that's not it. It's Vodafone's trying to get into basically being a grid provider. And what's about to happen is the grid is going to become decentralized. Country by country, it's going to be run through the energy web. And you call me crazy, but just, I don't know. I've been saying this forever. This is actually, I only started investing in crypto in June and researching it just maybe a month before that when I kind of started actually researching just like Bitcoin. This is the first crypto I bought. This is why I got into the blockchain space, And now I don't hold a lot. I never sold my first bag of Energy Web token, but I don't know. I'll just say like energyweb.org, and coming all the way back around to Web3 Foundation. So, like I was saying back at the beginning, Gavin Wood, right? Ethereum, and left and he did some shit and he ended up making the Energy Web Foundation. What are they? Well, we fund research and development teams who are building the foundation of the decentralized web. And now you can go into this a bit more, but they have, kind of, they got Polkadot and they got Kusama. And they're kind of likened to cousins. Kusama's a test net. No, Kusama's not a test net. It's like a functioning test net. No, it's not. It's like its own test net, but I don't know. It's like Polkadot is like the institutional grade Web 3.0 foundation in Web 3 Foundation's vision. Like this is the institutional base layer. Some is like more like the wild cousin. It's a bit more, I don't know, loosey goosey. It's got lower barriers to entry. It's a little bit more chaotic. Where Polkadot has much more kind of rules, I guess you could call it. And they've also run the Web3 Summit. So I guess the one of the basic ways to break this down is that you had Web 1.0, and it was this beautiful like open ecosystem, very very open source, very like punk, and just anyone can do anything. But the tools sucked. Okay, I remember, I was there. And then you had Web 2.0, and Web 2.0 is like, oh, now we have these great tools and all these kind of different types of social media and buying and like things linked together. Your PayPal, your Amazon, and all these convenient things, right? Um, but then you also have these massive tech companies and this, uh, downward facing control systems and privacy and data harvesting. I mean, there's Cambridge Analytica or whatever. You can name all that stuff, right? The Web 2.0 has issues, and so they're like, wait, what if you take the really good tooling from Web 2.0, and then you had the really good kind of like decentralized punk like open system of Web 1.0 and combined it, but then push both of them into the future to create something new, like a new paradigm of global interconnectivity through digital means, Web 3.0. And so that's the vision of Web 3 Foundation in creating Polkadot and Kusama. Okay, Um, and you go to Polkadot.network, and you see here is Polkadot's website. I mean, you scoot around, and a few of the teams joining the Polkadot network. Okay, do you hear that? A few of the teams joining the Polkadot network. Not maybe. Okay, got Chain X, Edgeware, Centrifuge, Laminar, Energy Web Foundation, Akala, Polymath, right? Doc, Chainlink, Ocean Protocol, and Katal. Which is weird. I don't know why Katal's there. That's weird. As far as I understand, Katal has been a disbanded project for a while. So it's possible that there's there might be something going on here. But you can see all the teams, and they got their blog. Let's just look at the teams really quickly. I will say that the best thing about Polkadot is they've never tried to position themselves as an Ethereum killer, because they're not. They're The whole point of Polkadot is to help everything scale, and there's no smart contracts in Polkadot. It's a relay chain. It's meant for other chains to plug into, and they can all intercommunicate with each other. That's the point. Anyway, so teams. Let's see. Oh, this is, I don't know. This is whatever. I don't know. It's in there somewhere. Well, let's get on. All right. So how you do it? You go add an account. Oh, wait. Here's how to do it. You add an account. Here. All right. Rewind, Mr. Borg Brain. So Polkadot. The whole meaning of this video is to show you how to get an account. Essentially, like to get a wallet in Polkadot.js accounts. So what this is it's sort of like the sort of the back end of Polkadot. Now the reason why I'm showing you this is because this is the way, if you want to have the most control and the most autonomy over your choices, and how you're going to do things when it comes to having a wallet, and what some other things I'm going to do. This is not my first Polkadot, or it's my first Polkadot video. It's not going to be my last. I'm going to do a bunch of these, and I'm going to be doing more, especially like when more things start coming up in the parachain auctions and whatnot. you know, I'm gonna, when parachains start going live, I'm gonna do lots of Polkadot content, because Polkadot's rad, and I believe in the ethos. Um, but if you go to polkadot.js.org, you come down here to Apps Wallet, and so this is where you want to go. So you click on this, and it brings you to Polkadot. Now this is going to seem really, really intimidating. I was very intimidated at first, and I had to go watch videos and read articles and just research and just do it, and do it slowly, and everything was fine. Now, I want to kind of clear away the intimidation factor of Polkadot. Um, and well, this backend .js stuff. Uh, right now, today, we're just going to create an account. But I'm going to just show you, I mean, like, look, balance, transfer succeed. What is all this, right? You don't need to know all this. You can find out about all this, but this is all just a bunch of data, information, and whatnot. Uh, if I go to node info or something, you know, if you explore here, you're gonna get confused if you unless you've been initiated heavily in Polkadot. There's a lot of stuff going on in this website, for developers, RPC calls, and there's a lot. But I'm going to just show you two things. The first thing I'm going to show you is just give you a little view of what's going on in Polkadot. Um, and I'm going to go into accounts, and we're going to add an account. So let's do the first one first. You go up in the top left-hand corner in your browser where it says Polkadot, anywhere around here, where you get the little finger, and you just click. And then you get here. So you get live networks. Well, I'm going to collapse that for a second just so we can start from the bottom. So you have development, and that's sort of, there's like a network there. I mean, if you're doing something like running a node or this or that, there's a way to plug in through the back end to do things as a developer or a node runner or whatever. But that's pretty advanced, and we don't need to know it. But I will go to testnets because this is interesting. I mean, if you're just interested in Polkadot, so these are testnets on Polkadot, right? So you got Rococo, and then you get all this stuff on Rococo, right? Tick, trick, track, Bifrost, Darwinia, Mandala, right? That's Akala. You got Kilt, you got Fala, you got Plasm, and you got Robonomics, right? And then full-fledged networks. Okay, you got Amber, Centrifuge, right? Arcadia, Bearsheet. This is Edgeware, right? I think that's Nodal. Crust Maxwell, Bifrost, right? Doc, Dusty. Dusty is a testnet for Plasm Network, right? And you keep going down to Equilibrium, right? You got Mandela, Colligan. You got MashNet from Kilt. You got Moonbase Alpha, which is a Moonbeam project. You got Fala, right? Polkadext, Polka BTC, that's from Interlay. You got Turbulence from Laminar, Akala, right? You got Sora Staging, Sora Networks, right? So you know who's building on Polkadot. There's lots of teams saying they're building on Polkadot, but there's only so many people running test networks. So if you want to clear the miasma, you can go to the source and you can find out yourself. So on live nets, now this is another important run. Who are running live networks on Polkadot? You got Kusama, Centrifuge, Darwinia, right? You got Doc, Edgeware, Equilibrium, Kalupu, Nodal, Plasm Networks, Subsocial. The Subsocial is really cool. They're trying to do like a decentralized social media network. But anyway, the point is, if I click say Plasm Network, I really like those guys, but you click Switch, and then this all changed, and you'll be inside of Plasm Network, but it's all kind of the same sort of layout. It's all still like the backend.js app for Substrate. Um, so you click here, you click Switch. But we're not going to do that. We're going to stay on Polkadot, right? Don't need a switch. X out of it. Here I am. So that's here's my hot tip. So anyway, we go to accounts here and we go add an account. And so this is what it is. So when we're adding an account, we're basically creating a wallet. And we get a private key. The private key is in the phrase of a mnemonic seed phrase, which is a series of words in a specific order. And so here we have rain, finish, diamond, used, party, museum, office, hard, equip, crazy, clip, like. Okay? And it gives you warnings and whatever here, but the point is that you need this series of words. This is sort of like your ultimate. This series of words and this address are linked, and if someone has these two and then goes in and retrieves the account, whatever is in there, they can just take it forever. Okay, so you got to keep these super safe. Now I'm going to create a wallet here. I'm not going to put any value into it because I'm going to publish this video online, and some people do this and they'll blank it out, but I just want to show you exactly what's going on here because you should know the actual things. So, I mean, you can try to hack into the account or whatever, or change the password or whatever you want to do, and like by all means, go ahead and do it if you would like. But I mean, I'm never going to put any money into it, basically. But uh, as a educational, for educational purposes, then uh, hopefully this is a clearer way to do it. So, or you can understand better seeing it this way. Hopefully, I don't know. That was my reasoning. So, how we're going to do this is I'm going to just select that, or I can hit here, the clipboard. So that copies it to the clipboard, and I come down here and I paste it. So I have a copy of it, right? And then it says, oh, keep them safe, right? Don't lose them. And so you have to click and say, I've saved my mnemonic phrase. And just raise the window slightly so I can see everything. All right, so we hit next after we've clicked the I confirm and I have it. And so the new account is, I'll just call it burn, because it's just a burner account. And ABC, ABC. And then you go next. And save. So we download a JSON file here. Okay. So basically, if I want to do something with this account, like I want to nominate a validator or I want to send some dot out, then I need a password. And if I log onto this website and I want to like just be able to get into it, I need to have the JSON key, the .json file. So the .json file is kind of like a digital key, I guess you'd call it. And when if I like do a hard clear of the cookies, then these aren't going to show up anymore. So I take this and I drag and drop it by hitting restore JSON file, and I'll show you how to do that at some point in the future. But for now, that's essentially it. I now have my burn account, and I can click here and copy the clipboard and my address. So I could go into a centralized exchange somewhere, and in the future, in not too distant future, decentralized exchanges and buy dots, or if I'm doing, I don't know, staking or governance in Plasm Network or Centrifuge or what are one of these other ones, then I can you know have an address and I can send my dots there, or my whatever on whatever network I'm on, and interact with this backend web's .js account, which I will be doing more videos on. But that's essentially it. That's how to set up an account. You want the address, click it there, right? Say if you're on whatever centralized exchange and you're like, oh, I have my Polkadot address now, and you want to send, dots there. That's it. You just click there, boom, and you get your address. And the seed phrase that I had shown you, that I saved down here, basically, uh, if anyone gets that, then they have access to your wallet. So just be safe. Uh, like I hope I don't hammer it home too much, but just be safe. Don't your JSON file. If you want to be secure with that, like this should be fine if it's just on your computer, as long as it's not like with your password. Because having the JSON file and the password anywhere around each other, then yeah, like you can get hacked through that as well. Like they don't need just the private keys. All three of them are precious. But if you keep the JSON file on like a USB key and you have your private key written down, and when you want to do a transaction, you just plug in the USB key and then you type out what you have written down on your secret piece of paper. Like that's pretty secure. I don't know how someone can hack into you. That's your wallet's pretty secure. And of course, in the future, there's going to be even like better ways for securing your account and whatnot, I'm sure. But this is what we have for now. So that's how to set up an account in Polkadot.js. The next one I'll be doing is nominating validators with the tokens in this wallet. I'll go through the whole thing with you with that, and then probably like restoring an account from a JSON file, and I don't know. I'm gonna do some more. Let's see how far I can push it. And I know how to do a few of these things already, but I'll run out, and then it's gonna get exciting because then I'm gonna be forced to learn more so I can keep making more videos, which is what I was really hoping for. So anyway, with that, Give a like, give a subscribe. This is Borg Brain, Crypto Society. Come find us. Hope you enjoyed the video. Uh, yeah, Polkadot's a dope project, and the .js accounts is pretty cool. Don't get all nervous about all this. I'll show you how to do it, and if you want to interact, if you have any suggestions for videos, come find me. But with that, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have an awesome day. It's Borg Brain signing out. That's it. I'm out. Peace.